Hi, Dr. Sunshine here, and today I just wanted to talk briefly about a little trick that I use when I feel overwhelmed, which happens a lot. It's easy to get me overwhelmed. So basically, I know a lot of you can relate, but sometimes when we have several things on our to-do list, sometimes they become like all blurred in your head and they all seem like a dark cloud and you don't know where to start. It seems very overwhelming. You think it's too much. I don't even know what I'm gonna do. And you get stressed and overwhelmed, and then you most likely are just, I can't do anything, F it. That happens to me a lot. So this is a little trick that I use, works every time really well. So whenever I feel overwhelmed with all the to-do things and I don't know where to start, what I do is write everything that's on your mind, all the little to-do things, write it all down on paper. Make sure there is nothing left hanging in there. So you write it all down. Now you have it on paper. Now you take each task, you look at it, and you break it down into smaller tasks. So for instance, your goal is to apply for a nursing job. So you look at all the needed steps and you identify that you need to request your transcripts to be sent to the employer, you need to fill out the online application, and you need your references. So once you have that, you can schedule each individual task for a separate day and separate time. So for instance, calling my school to ask for transcripts, I will do it tomorrow at 4 o'clock. It's like an appointment. Next, fill out online application. That I can do today after work in the evening or whatever at 6 o'clock. And the references, right? So then you can say, I will call so and so on this day, I will call so and so on this day, and so on this day, and ask them to be my references. And so it has to be scheduled for different times and kind of apart. And you go through and you do that with every single thing on your to-do list. So you break it down into tiny tasks and you schedule those for specific times in the week. And then what I want you to do is completely let go of the actual tasks that you're trying to accomplish and just focus on the to-do list for that specific day. So you wake up and you look at your appointment list or the structure for the day and you see, okay, I need to call my school to request a transcript. Okay, so you do that at that time. Done. Don't think about it in terms of how it's connected to the whole applying for the job task. Just look at it as a separate, short, doable task. It works, I promise you. It makes you feel more in control. It makes it look doable, and it makes it seem simple. And that's when you feel empowered. Like, yeah, sure, I can do that. And trust me, it worked for me for a lot of stuff. Most of all, most importantly, it worked when I applied it to writing my dissertation, which my PhD thesis, which was a huge project with literature review, original data collection, where I actually had to have 100 participants and have them go through a bunch of testing and then analyze the data, discuss the results, the conclusions, the limitations, you know what I mean. So, of course, at first I felt completely overwhelmed and I didn't even know where to begin, and it just felt like this dark cloud hanging over me. But I actually applied this task by scheduling each little step for each day, and I made sure I completed that little task without thinking about the dissertation as a whole. And that's how it worked for me, and I was actually able to complete my dissertation in a record time, and I was one of the first people to defend in my class. So there you go, that's your little trick for when you're overwhelmed. See you later, bye.